Welcome to my world. Handicapped man down at a charity feed. Great spread this morning. God, it was horrible. But it made what I needed to happen. Then I had these people that stopped and said, "Hey, you want some shoes?" I said, "Yeah, I was going to need to get some anyway. So might as well." And if it really comes to fruition, help them buy more shoes so that we can help more people. Well, I'm not but you know what I mean. Hell, might as well. There's nothing wrong with helping someone.
Race friends, they're back together again. Live from Daytona Beach, Florida, it's Scratch with a K. And live from Las Vegas, it's Alan Michaels. Right here, right now, on the flagship station, the WCOBM TV network. It's on Pit Road Racing.
Everybody out there in the world today, man. It's a great world, isn't it? Scratch with the K. Alan Michaels here in Las Vegas, Scratch with the K, down to the Nutsack Studios in Daytona Beach, Florida, just outside of where all the original beach racing and everything happened, man. Back in the days when the 55, 56, something.
Before my time, sir. Before my time.
Well, no, that's when they built the super speedway. It was like in 55, 56.
Right.
All right. You got it. How you doing today, buddy?
Good. How about yourself?
Man, I'm cooking.
There you go. It's hot.
You really have turned it out. Yeah, we've turned it up out here. 109 today. The oven is cooking the turkeys. They're cooking the tourists. They're cooking everybody, buddy.
Yeah, I can imagine it's warm. I was going to try to see what the temperature is here. Oh, it's 88 right now.
Yeah, I like that.
With storms possible, though.
Storms today?
That's what it says. There's storms every day. It's Florida.
Yeah, it's Florida. Yeah, I get that rain. I remember living in Orlando. I'd be walking down Summerlin Avenue from downtown. One side of the street would be just dry. Over on the Lake Eola, the side would be just pouring down rain, man. It was something to see.
That happens sometimes. Front yard in the rain, sometimes it rains in the front yard, not in the backyard. It's hard to say.
Hear all this crazy commotion, man. You hear the rumors are flying. I don't think it's AI stuff. Well, at the end of the show, I'd like to talk a little bit about all this crazy AI. Bubba Wallace doesn't like the white flag. He's leaving the country after he wins the championship and this and that. You never
hear him say it, though.
Yeah, you never hear him say it.
You never hear him say it.
I did read an article, I believe it came off a French Stretch, that I guess Richard Childress is in negotiation and talking to Dodge.
Wow.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Well, that would make things interesting, wouldn't it?
But
you can't really blame him. I don't think. You know what I mean? In reality, why would you blame him? He could be a top Dodge team.
Hey, listen, Scratch, when you and I are really into the racing, I mean, as fans going to it really before we were starting to report it and everything else, I mean, Chevrolet dumped a crap load of money into Richard Childress.
Yeah.
Seems like it's all going to Hendrick now.
Seems like. Seems like. Oh,
I read a couple.
I don't know if it's going anywhere else.
I think it's cool that Dodge is going to. And apparently, they could have a Cup car in 2026.
That'd be sweet. I'm in. Let's go. Whatever.
We've been riding that horse for the last year. We've been riding that horse. Let him in. Let him in. Let him in.
Yeah, make it happen.
See that Caden Honeycutt, man, was cut from Nice Motorsports.
Yeah, but he got a ride for the rest of the year.
Yeah, I know. Wasn't that pretty cool?
Man. Of course he did. Of course he did. He's a great driver.
Yeah, and he's top 10 in points, so he takes his points with him.
And they let him go because he was going to because he had a contract signed somewhere else next year.
Yeah.
So they were kind of mad, kind of like Richard Childress was with Tyler Reddick back in the day. It's kind of like that, I think. It's kind of that situation. I read a little bit up on it. I don't know all the details, but I know that it was something about next year's contract with somebody else, and they let him go. And of course, somebody grabbed him up for the rest of the year.
Oh yeah,
Stuart Friesen's team, right? And that is replacing Stuart Friesen.
You guys going to replace Stuart Friesen in the 52
and that's a good machine.
Yeah.
So now you put a good driver in a good machine. I don't think Caden gives a damn for the rest of this year. He'll be good. I think that'd be good. It'd be fun to watch. See what happens.
Yeah. I think it's going to be real. Wouldn't it be wild if it's come out and won it all? Team fires him.
It's possible though with that team and him driving. That's possible.
Yeah.
That's a realistic possibility.
I mean, I just think it would be really cool that I'm going to go to another team next year, but I'm ready. I'm in the top 10 in points. We're rocking and rolling. Yep. I'm going to fire you. Day and a half later, Friesen's team picks him up. And now if he would win it all, that would just...
It's going to be fun to watch.
And we're really tight with the guys at Nice. We really are. We're really tight with those people over there. They're really good people. I mean, I understand. I guess I understand their point. But, I mean, with what? Less than 10 races left to go? Okay. Whatever.
Yeah, it seems, that's just, I feel like, it's just the team was mad.
Rumors are flying around right now. Hot seats, Justin Haley and Aspire Motorsports. You remember they cut Corey LaJoie, right?
Yeah.
The way the record is right now, Scratch, Corey LaJoie's record from last year is better than what Justin Haley's is.
Yeah. And their cars are capable of running good. So I can see where they would, want better people maybe in it than that. But Justin Haley's a good driver. I guess that just didn't work out for him. We'll see though. He might still be in that seat.
I'm telling you who I'm really impressed with is this Connor Zilic kid.
It's hard not to be, isn't it?
I'm telling you, he's really the next big thing coming up, I believe.
Yeah, it's hard not to be. And I just saw a story too. I don't know if we have it today, but we'll find out about Connor Zilic. Probably, like we didn't know this already. It's probably going to be in the 99 next year.
Yeah, I heard rumors. I heard rumors of that. He's pulling a triple this weekend. He's running the whole darn shooting caboodle at Watkins Glen. He's in a truck. He's in an Xfinity. He's going to run a Cup car too.
Yeah, it's going to be exciting.
I like to watch this kid. I really do.
Yeah, he's impressive, man. I don't. Some people probably might even know better. You almost want to say he came out of nowhere, but I mean, he didn't really come out of nowhere. But he sure is making a name right now.
I'll tell you what, in Xfinity and Junior, you know what? We were watching the races this past weekend, Scratch. Junior, look at Junior, the week before he got his 100th win.
Yep.
So it's got it for him.
Yep.
Anyhow, you know what he's doing? He's doing what Kyle Busch did in his truck series. Kyle Busch put such good equipment together. It didn't really make a difference who they put in the truck. They win.
Right.
Look at what Junior's doing. I mean, Junior's doing the same thing. Junior's got a great organization. It's building good cars.
With all five.
Yeah. And he's finding good talent.
Well, that's one thing. I'll tell you, that's one thing Junior, I feel like, has always been good at, is spotting talent.
Yeah.
It's only now with Junior Motorsports. I mean, look, this is Chance 2 Motorsports, man. That was Junior's. Yeah. Back when Truex won 2 back-to-back championships for him.
Yeah.
All right. So, this Junior Motorsports right here is, in addition to the Chance 2 days and things like that, shows that Dale Jr. definitely knows what he's doing in the racing business, and putting out good cars and things like that. But so as much as that is a credit to Junior and his organization, the driver talent, Junior, I feel like has always been great at picking out talent, at looking at talent and being like, this guy can get it done, because his cars are competitive every week.
I always thought that Noah Gragson should have stayed with Junior one more year. Because, Junior, and like you said, and Junior develops these drivers.
Yeah.
Yeah. A lot of people gave him crap because he got on the box, and helped out. But you know what? That's a hell of a damn good owner, man. That's willing to step in and do that.
Yeah.
Some call it a PR stunt, this, that, because of live TV.
And they won that race, so I don't know why people are still talking trash.
Yeah, at Pocono, right? Yeah, that was the Pocono race.
Yeah, they won that race too, by the way.
Yeah. On Pit Road Racing for you here every Thursday afternoon at 3 p.m. on the West Coast, 6 p.m. on the East Coast. We stream it live from the WCOBM TV network, and we shoot it out to Facebook channels. We shoot it to YouTube, LinkedIn, Twitter, formerly X, formerly Twitter. I mean, just search it. It's all over the place. So just check it out. We appreciate you watching it, liking the pages. Show partners, Gene Woods Racing Experience, right here, just right across the premises, the track. On the other side, the Hot Shoe Hall of Fame. I want to thank Daylin Woods, our good friends at Woods Family Sandwiches. Man, when you get back out here, we're going over to Daylin's, bro, and get you. She makes a roast beef wrap. I mean, this sucker is huge. She got the good, got the good boar's heads, the good Swiss cheese. Oh man, she got a good chicken salad there.
I'm gonna have to come out there for a whole entire week to get everything done. I'm trying to get done when I come out there.
Hot Shoe Hall of Fame coming up for you, 6th annual, January 31st. You can get yourself registered to come see the show at World Wide Web, hotshoehof.com. Our good friends at Las Vegas Motor Speedway, they're returning action coming up around 8. We'll talk about that in a little bit. Atlanta Motorsports Park, our good friends Jeremy Porter and everybody down there, Red One Scooters. Hammer and Harry's, our good friends over at the Downtown Grand Hotel and Casino. That's where we're at. Got your shoe, buddy?
I do got my shoe, buddy. Bam.
Got it rolling across the ticker right there. It's your chance. We got a couple spots left, everybody. If you'd like to join and be a partner of this, we don't sell advertising on this. What you do is you become a partner. You help sponsor to buy shoes. The Hot Shoe Hall of Fame is a 501c3 nonprofit. The Heart Shoes are provided for needy men, women, and children. It's good for necessary good health and positive development. Gene and the crew have been everywhere. Jerry Bernardo, I mean, they've been out everywhere. California, Arizona, here in Vegas. They went in the tunnels, Scratch. You know about the tunnels with the homeless tunnel.
I do, though.
They took like 100, 150 pairs of shoes down there and actually went in the tunnels and handed them out. Unbelievable. Couple of partnerships left, $500. We got 2 of those left. You get if you donate a $500 donation to the Hot Shoe Hall of Fame, you get 130-second TV spots on this network and social media action. If you donate $1,000, we'll give you 200. And time's running out because the season's running out. If you want some more information, give us a call at 702-803-0875. You can send us an email at onpitroadracing@gmail.com and we'll get you hooked up. We'll send the paperwork out for the companies and everything. I even have little licenses made from the nonprofit. We send them out too and everything.
Very
That's
nice.
what the shoe looks like. Right there you
go. Yep.
All right. Diane's getting the rest of October and September and October, August, September and October loaded up with our special guest. Get ready to that. How about the show, man? Let's talk about a little bit about that. There it is. There's the High Banks.
There it is.
A little bit out there, buddy.
Yeah, man, I'll be on WSBB tomorrow and every Friday from 5 to 6 p.m. That's 106.9 on the FM dial here in New Smyrna Beach, AM at 1230. Also, and that's locally here in New Smyrna. It's the High Banks. It's the hottest motorsports show on the air in this area. And even if it isn't, I'm going to tell you it is because it's my show. And I'm always joined by Alan Michaels for Racing Around the Country, where we have an interview. So we always end the show with an interview, and Alan Michaels joins me for the back half of that show right there. It's a great time, man. We give you all the news, all the updates, anything you might have missed today. We're going to bring it to you tomorrow. It's the High Banks. WSBB. You can also get it on TuneIn if you want to listen to it on streaming. You can go to the TuneIn app and listen to WSBB on the TuneIn app.
Wait a second before you. Let me write this down on a little post, because sure as
Write
old and intrepid as I am, TuneIn.
WSBB on the TuneIn app or 106.9. I probably the 1230 AM is.
That's all right.
The TuneIn app, though. That's I finally. I didn't know if they had their own app. I got you. I didn't know if they had their own app or if they went through TuneIn. I was going to say TuneIn last week, but I wanted to be sure. So now I know for sure. I
mean, that streaming thing is the way to go, man.
Yeah.
I mean,
for anybody we're talking to right here that's not in my area, that are like, hey, I'd like to check out Scratch's High Banks, get on that TuneIn app and you'll be able to do so from anywhere. Yeah. You can be sitting right there next to Alan right now and you can check it out.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, terrestrial radio is terrestrial radio, man, and it's still a cool thing. But with all the technology and what we're doing, I mean, doing it with this.
But extraterrestrial radio is a whole nother thing.
Yeah. Come on out here to where they're all hanging out.
There you go. Your neighbors with some of them.
If you guys have never been to Vegas, come down to Fremont Street. If you want to see the aliens, boy, I'm telling you, we got them flying.
among other things at that
Oh,
on Fremont Street. There's all kinds of things on Fremont Street.
Oh yeah, it's a sight to see. It really is.
My favorite street in Vegas, to be honest with you. It's my favorite street in Vegas, Fremont Street. I love it.
I had another page put up, and I don't know what the heck I did with it because I had some results from the AMA's Progressive Flat Track Series. You know, they're racing in Sturgis this weekend. I got it. I'll pull it up here, and we'll sort of get to that later part of it. Hey, let's get it rolling on. Scratchy stand by. He's got around the track, and everybody's racing this weekend. We'll get you started with racing weather. It's brought to you by our good friends at Woods Family Sandwiches, 931 American Pacific, Suite 106, right there in Henderson, right on the Las Vegas-Henderson line. She's right smack dab out there in the middle of that auto mall, man. Like there's 100 gazillion dealers out there. Want some more information about catering or pickups? Stop by and pick up a great sandwich, deli food. World Wide Web at wfsandwiches.com. Monster Energy Supercross Series Scratch is heading to Indiana this week to Crawfordsville. Looks like it's going to be mostly sunny skies with a daytime high through the weekend and in the upper 80s, dropping off to the low 70s for the nighttime. So, two great weekend for motocross outdoors. NASCAR's up in upstate New York. Great weather for NASCAR at the Glen this weekend. Sunny skies pretty much all weekend long. Friday, daytime high around 80, Friday and Saturday, right around 80 degrees. Sunday, 84. Nighttime lows for the campers up at the Glen, about 60 degrees. F1's got the weekend off. IndyCar's going to be up in Portland. I want to say hi to Tim and Rachel up there. They're brewing that beer up there. My stepdaughter and her better have brew beer, buddy.
Nice.
Yeah. They've won a bunch of like gold and platinum and silver, all these medals and stuff. They sort of like took their garage and made a double tough shed type of thing. And they got all the big barrels. They got all that stuff. It's pretty cool. IndyCar, like I said, in Portland this weekend, sunny skies pretty much all weekend long, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Daytime highs looking real good, low 80s. Going to be tough on Sunday, going to be tight. 92 degrees on Sunday, nighttime lows right around 60 degrees. That's a look at race and weather brought to you by our good friends at Woods Family Sandwiches, 931 American Pacific, Suite 106, Las Vegas, Henderson. Check it around the track, brought to you by our new partners and good friends at the Downtown Grand Scratch, located right there on 3rd Street in the heart of downtown Las Vegas. You want to make a reservation to come stay and have some summertime fun? 855-384 7263. Once again, it's 855-384-7263. Or you can log online and book your rooms and reservations. Pool cabanas, they got it all there. Restaurants, they got dollar blackjack there.
Nice.
Downtown Grand. Tell us all about what's going around the track this week, buddy.
Yeah, man, buckle up. I'm going to take you guys around the track. We're going to start right here in New Smyrna. At New Smyrna this Saturday night at 6 o'clock, they got the modified Twin 35s. They're going to have a twin modified race. Looks like they're going to have one in the beginning of the features and one at the end. Plus, they're going to have Pro Stocks, Super Stocks, and Bomber A's. It is $10 if you get in before 6 p.m. If you are 11 and under, you always get in free. And, they take their little intermission. They start the race at about 6 o'clock. They take their intermission where they can always go down and get autographs from the drivers and things like that. For any more information on that, go to newsmyrnaspeedway.org. Now, let's keep moving on. It's Monster Energy Supercross Series, round number 26. The series is back in action August 9th in Crawfordville. The Progressive Flat Track Series finals of the Jack Pine Gypsies, August 8th. That's out in Sturgis. They're going to get down out there in Sturgis during their bike rally. That's going to be a good time, I'm sure, for all my friends that I know are out there working and visiting and having a good time. Speedway Motorcycle Racing East Coast Champion Speedway is August 16th, Action Park. The U.S. Nationals, August 30th. West Coast Speedway Motorcycle Racing, September 13th at Costa Mesa. Formula One is taking a couple of weeks off, not just this week, but a couple of weeks off. They will return August 29th, 30th, and 31st for the GP in the Netherlands. IndyCar, August 10th, Grand Prix of Portland. NHRA, August 14th through 17th. Lucas Oil, NHRA Nationals. Brainerd International Speedway. The High Limit Series will be August 15th, Thunderbolt Raceway. August 16th, Placerville Raceway. NOS Energy Series will be back to Knoxville Raceway tonight and tomorrow. NASCAR ARCA East, August 8th at Watkins Glen. The ARCA race. ARCA team is going to get a shot at Watkins Glen this weekend. ARCA West, August 9th at Tri-City Speedway. The trucks, they're at Watkins Glen on Friday. Xfinity Series, Watkins Glen on Saturday. Cup Series, Watkins Glen on, of course, on Sunday as well, man. Watkins Glen, my favorite road course in NASCAR, man. That's a look around the track from my end. You got anything in Vegas you want to tell us about?
Yeah, man. I mean, real quickly, of course, we're down due to the heat in the summertime here, but Race in Action returns back here to Las Vegas, everybody, September 19th to 20th. The AMA's Monster Energy Supercross Series, the championship round for the dirt tracks will be out here. Pretty cool, Scratch. They go over to the strip where the 4-wide and the NHRA runs, and they pretty much throw a bunch of dirt, make loop-de-loops and jumps and all that stuff. So it is a really good event. You get tickets at MonsterEnergySupercross.com. September 19th and 20th. Bull Ring Action gets back underneath the lights at September 20th. That's a big Saturday night show. October 10th, the Tour Cars and Legends will be at the Bull Ring. October 10th, October 11th, it's NASCAR weekend here. We've got the Xfinity show on the 11th, and on the 12th, it's the round of 8. It's the South Point 400 NASCAR weekend. Bull Ring's back in action for championship night here in Las Vegas, October 18th. That's a Saturday night show. And the NHRA returns October 30th, Scratch, through November 2nd. It's NHRA race in the Strip Nationals. 2-wide, not 4, back to 2-wide racing for that event. November 6th, 7th, and 8th, it's the Open Wheels Showdown, formerly Duel in the Desert. About 350 modified cars come, and then race and season wraps up November 20th, 21st, and 22nd as the Heineken Grand Prix, the F1 race, comes back here to Las Vegas. So that's what you got going on out here. So we're chilled down now, man. I talked to some people that actually came in the go-kart track that went out in the dune buggies a couple of days ago, man, and they said, it was fun, but boy, man, that sand was hot. That sand would hit you. And he said, man, it was hot.
Oh, I bet. Oh, my goodness.
You can do it all, man. Dune buggy racing, go-karts, sports cars. They got it all here.
Man, they're having the night of, I was going to say, they're having the night of carnage, too, at Citrus County Speedway, which is what I was going to run. And turns out they're not having like an enduro race to start with. So I would go over there for a 15-lap flagpole race, or what they tried to pitch me when I sent them a message. I sent them a message that said, hey, are you not having the 50-lap enduro race? Because I didn't see it on the flyer. They're like, oh, no, we're having the 50-lap enduro. The enduro, well, our Paul Revere race will be our 50-lap enduro. Whatever, right? Trying to sell me on the fact that, no, they're having it. I'm like, maybe I should have told you I was a driver. And I know the difference between the 50-lap enduro race that you're not having, that I usually would drive over there for and race because it's 2.5 hours from me, and the difference between that and the Paul Revere race. Do you remember what the Paul Revere race is? If not, I'm going to remind you. It's a race where they go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then they shut off all the lights. And all you have is a race car with a flashlight. And there's race cars out there. Each race car has a flashlight. When you're sitting in the stands, all you really see is the flashlights. I don't know what the hell you see when you're on the track, but I am not interested in that.
No,
so I'm going to be sad about it, but I'd rather do what I want. I thought about it. I tossed it around, and I'm like, I just don't. I don't know. I mean, maybe I will one day, but I don't want to this weekend. I wanted to run a 50-lap enduro and then run my flagpole race. I feel like that track owes me, but I'm not going to go.
I got a track worker here, man. My good buddy Michael D works our day shifts here. One of our good track workers, man. And he asked, we were talking the other day ago, having finishing things up around here. And he goes, man, he asked me if I'd ever heard of the 24-hour of Lemon race. Have you? Now, I mean, I did some research on this.
I like it already.
So it's basically junk racing, man.
That's me.
And you got to I mean, during the break, I want you to get on your phone and look this up, because when we come back, we'll talk about it. This looks so cool. This is you. Now, the thing about it is you got to have about 4 or 5 other guys, because it's a 24 hours, like a Le Mans, or a Rolex 24-hour, man. But you got to have like 4 or 5 other drivers. And so when we go to break, I want you to check this out, folks. I mean, this looks crazy.
Right.
And I mean, they run it on asphalt. They run it on asphalt. They run it up in Portland. They run it on dirt. They run it on asphalt. I mean, they've got a whole season of this thing all over the country.
And what?
Check it out.
All over the country? I'm
Yeah.
gonna look it up.
24 hours of lemons. Lemons as in lemons, the fruit you would squeeze to put in a
I
beer
understand.
cocktail or
Lemons
whatever.
like cars being a lemon. I'm with you.
All right.
It absolutely sounds like it's right up my alley.
Oh, you're going to love this. We'll take a quick break. When we come back, we'll talk about a little bit of the lemons racing, and we'll get you into some motorcycles and NHRA news. I'll get an update because everybody's heading down the final parts of the season. Scratch us down at the Nutjack Studios in Daytona Beach, Florida. Alan Michaels here in Las Vegas. You're watching On Pit Road Racing at the WCOB. Back in 2 and 2, everybody.
This is speed. This is winning. This is losing. This is NASCAR in Las Vegas, the South Point 400, a NASCAR playoff race, October 10th through 12th. Get your tickets.
At Hammered Harry's, we're not like other restaurants.
The hell do you want?
We're service with an attitude.
There's your food. Don't ask me for anything else.
Dishing out great food, strong drinks, weekly events, and a hefty serving of sass. Only at Hammered Harry's.
Are you ready for the wildest ride on Fremont Street? The Gene Woods Racing Indoor Go-Kart Track Experience. 450 Fremont Street, suite number 171 on the corner of Las Vegas Boulevard and Fremont Street. Open 7 days a week, noon until midnight. Strap yourself in, pull your safety belts tight, and feel the power and the speed at the Gene Woods Racing Indoor Go-Kart Track Experience, downtown Las Vegas, Fremont Street, 450 Fremont Street, suite number 171, right on the corner of Las Vegas Boulevard and Fremont Street. What are you waiting for? Log on, get your tickets now. It's time to go racing at the Gene Woods Racing Indoor Go-Kart Track Experience, 450 Fremont Street, downtown Las Vegas.
Come on down and check it out. 12,000 square foot of sliding, drifting fun, man. I'm telling you. Little 20 horsepower go-karts, man, zipping around 7 corners, 2 straightaways up daily, noon to midnight. No reservations are needed. World Wide Web, GoKartsLasVegas.com. Right on the website, too, Scratch. You know what's pretty cool? Gene put it up, man. You log on, and the first thing you see is a $5 off coupon. I mean, that's the first thing you see. So all you got to do is take a snapshot or whatever they do with it. Take a picture, snapshot of it, and bring it on in and show it to everybody. You know? All right. Did you check the lemons out, man?
I'm looking right at it right now. I'm looking right at it. I see that the closest thing to me is Road Atlanta.
Yes.
December 13th through the 14th.
I mean, if you look at these guys are racing at some pretty cool tracks.
Lemons across America.
Yeah. You see, they got them all painted up like 1960s hippie wagons and shit.
I see all kinds of different things here. You're right though. This is right up my alley. I would love to put the 2015 Camry into that.
Got to be I think it's $500 or something. The car's got to.
My car was free.
It's got to be junk.
You don't mind the junk.
Okay.
Mine is junk. This looks cool.
It looks
cool. I'm definitely going to research it even more, but this is awesome.
When he told me about this, and I pulled this up, when I pulled this up, I said, "This is Scratch right here. This is."
Yeah, it's got my name all over it. I can see it already. It's
You know what? If it was on if we went to a dirt track, I would actually drive for a little while for you. I don't know if I'd like the asphalt, but I could go to the dirt. Yeah, if we did a dirt track, I could do a dirt track. I don't know if I'd like the asphalt, all that biting and gritting and everything else. I'd just soon sling them and fling them.
yeah, it's cool, man. The 24 hours of lemons.com.
Yeah.
In case anybody wants to check it out. 24 hours of lemons.com. It's got my name all over it.
Got to drive junk.
I race junk.
There you go. Let's talk a little motorcycle racing news. How about it, buddy?
How about it?
All right.
This segment is brought to you by the Hot Shoe Hall of Fame, celebrating and preserving the memories of great motorcycle racers and the motorcycle industry icons, past and present. For more information, log on to hotshoehof.com.
You got it, man. The series is heading down Scratch to its final 5 races leading into the championship here in Las Vegas, September 20th. The Dirt Riders are back in action this weekend with a couple weeks off. Racing in Indiana at Crawfordsville for round number 26. Currently still standing heading into the weekend Monster Energy point standings right up on top of the 450 class. Standing up, it's Cooper Webb, Chase Sexton, and Justin Cooper. For the 250 points on the east side, Tom Vallely, Seth Shoemaker, RJ Hampshire, Hayden Deegan, Julian Brenner, and Cole Davis are on the 250 west sides. So we'll get you caught up with this weekend. We'll see how they do in the dirt. They're just, about a month and a half or so away wrapping this up. All right. You got some news on the Progressive Flat Track Series there?
Yeah, man, the Progressive American Flat Track Series was back in action on Monday night as 2 nights of racing action returned as the Progressive American Flat Track Series returned to the Black Hills in Sturgis, South Dakota at Jack Pine Gypsies. Short track with the real final rounds of racing Friday, August 8th. Here is a look at your racing results and current points update. Night 1 was rained out. Your night 2 winner was Brandon Robinson. Davis Fisher finished second. Briar Bauman was third. And after 9 events, here's a look at the points heading into the final round. Super Twins point standing. Super Twins Brian Bauman, 224 points. Dallas Daniels is 213 points in second with Brandon Robinson in third. AFT singles result winner Tom Drain. Second was Chase Satoff. Third, Cage Tadman. AFT singles point stand is Tom Drain, 214 points. Chase Satoff, 191 points in second. Trevor Bruner, 164 points in third.
You got a AMA Supercross National Championships round number 2 is coming up for you at Industry Hills up on August 9th. In fact, that's 2 days away, coming up this weekend. AMA Speedway National Championship final round is going to be at Fast Friday Scratch September 19th. And the AMA Speedway National Under 21 Championships will be down at Bakersfield. That's coming up for you October 11th, Scratch. There you go. Look at
man, this segment was brought to you by the Hot Shoe Hall of Fame, celebrating and preserving the memories of great motorcycles racers past and the present motor industry icons as well. I'm reading backwards. More information, log on to www.hotshoehof.com.
Quick break. We'll come back and talk NHRA. You're watching On Pit Road Racing at the WCOB in Allen in Las Vegas. Scratch with a K. Back in 30 seconds, everybody.
Jerry B here up in Sacramento, Union Gospel Mission, giving out some shoes to the homeless here. A lot of smiling faces. We got one deal. We give you a pair of shoes. You got to give us a smirk and a photo. And this is the mission of the Hot Shoe Hall of Fame, which is a nonprofit organization based out of Las Vegas, started by Gene Woods. We're trying to do good things and fill little holes in people's lives the best we can. And today we're up in Sacramento, just doing the best we can. Thanks for supporting us.
That's our buddy Jerry B right there, man. Moto World, back in the old ESPN2 days, man. He was doing stuff before Ricky Rackman. I like Ricky. I know you work with Ricky.
Yeah, you look, he's right over my shoulder right there. That's Ricky Rackman right there.
But before Ricky, it was Jerry Bernardo. I mean, Jerry's he was like laying at the bottom of jumps and supercross bikes flying across. I mean, it's pretty wild if you go to YouTube and watch some of the videos that he was doing back in those days.
Right on.
There you go.
Well, It's time for a look at the NHRA, and this segment is brought to you by Hammered Harry's. Good fun time, service with an attitude, and home of the $5 margarita. They're located at 450 Fremont Street, downtown Las Vegas, and they have comedy on Thursday nights. That's tonight. Go check it out.
Yep. When you're coming out, you're coming.
Yes.
We're going to take it. Yeah.
I'm going there. I'm all over that.
Listen, Diane and I were already talking about it. So you already need to get on the calendar, just mark your dates down, move some things around because you've had to do this and that, and bike week and everything else. So just plan on coming out here in October for NASCAR weekend.
You know, I'm just going to go ahead and say this right now, man. I've been trying to figure out whether or not I'll be working here during the bike events because the place that I previously worked was not open during bike week for whatever reason this past bike week, and for Biketoberfest I wasn't there, and I can't get a straight answer out of anybody, so I'm about to just bail on the Biketoberfest thing. I believe I've had about enough.
Well,
that's all I'm gonna say about that.
Anyway, give him one more call, one more quick email.
Yeah, one more call, one more email, and then one big something else.
Drive the car over to Orlando. We'll put you on the plane and pick you up here.
Yeah,
first place we'll stop is Hammer and Harry's and have a margarita.
Yeah, I don't know why I wouldn't want to just go out to Vegas and say the hell with it, but it's coming. It's coming, I think.
Real quickly, 2 races left before the Mission Foods NHRA final countdown comes for the 2025 season. And like you said, around the track, Lucas Oil Nationals is coming up, Raynard Nationals this weekend. Then the final one, man, where they go to Indy for the Cornwell Quality Tools NHRA U.S. Nationals. I mean, stock cars got Daytona, man. When it comes to drag racing, it's either one of two places. It's either in Sonoma, California, or it's in Indianapolis, and obviously that's where the big nationals are. With 7 races left in this season, it's hammer down time, man. Put it on the track. Scott, you got the current point stand is going into Brainerd up on the weekend. Tell us all about it, buddy.
Yeah, your NHA point standings, as you mentioned, going into Brainerd. Sean Langdon in the top fuel. He is on top. Tony Stewart is just 48 points back. Is he going to be able to take Sean Langdon? We'll find out. Funny car, Austin Prock, Matt Hagan is 201 back. Pro Stocks got Dallas Glenn with Greg Anderson 37 back. Pro Stock Motorcycles Gage Herrera with Richard Gatson being 70 points back in segment. This segment is brought to you by Hammered Harry's. Good food, fun times, service with attitude, and home of the $5 margarita, 450 Fremont Street, downtown Las Vegas. If you're out there, Las Vegas, go see the comedy show. It's Thursday night. That's the night. Yay.
Yeah, that's the night. There's a bunch of them popping around here. Hennessy's Tavern. Remember the Irish place on Fremont Street? They're doing they're doing a comedy thing over there 1 or 2 nights a week. I think they're like Monday and Tuesday they do theirs.
Is Hennessy's the ones that's upstairs, or is it upstairs and downstairs?
Well, it's on that
one on the corner right there.
Yeah, right on the corner of Fremont and Vegas Boulevard before you head across the street into the East District.
I used to run an open mic upstairs right up above there.
They're running I'm telling you.
There's plenty of room for it out there.
There's a couple places that are doing. Okay, we'll take a quick break. Scratch, take us to the break. When we come back, let's talk some dirt racing. We got dirt racing yet to cover. We got a little updates from we got some updates from IndyCar and F1. The people, former chief at F1 says that Lewis Hamilton just needs to hang it up. He needs to quit, retire. He had a great championship. He had a great run. He says he needs to stop. So we'll talk a little bit about that. It's all coming up for you. Scratch, take us to break, buddy.
Yeah, man, that is Alan Michaels out there in Las Vegas at the WCOBM studios. I am Scratch with a K. I am in Florida in the Nutshack Entertainment Studios. We'll be back with plenty more on Pit Road Racing.
This is speed. This is winning. This is losing. This is smoke and fire. This is high stakes and wild cards. This is family and tradition. This is everything on the line. This is it. This is NASCAR in Las Vegas. The South Point 400, a NASCAR playoff race, October 10th through 12th. Get your tickets now. LVMS.com.
good. Downtown Grand, love that filet mignon. I gotta go over there and try one of their fillets. So that bad boy look nice and tasty. Out here in Las Vegas, scratch down in Daytona Beach, Florida. 109 here today, about 85, 86 down there. How's the humidity today in Daytona? Pretty good?
I don't know. I haven't been outside yet, really.
All right. Talk a little racing news from the Dirt segment brought to you by our good friends at the Gene Woods Racing Experience, 450 Fremont Street. Las Vegas' only true indoor drift track. GoKartsLasVegas.com. More information at 702-270-8100. Scratch, they had a couple of nights got rained out, but we got the finals there, but they're still heading. So give them updated there for the point standings after the first two races. Actually, one of two that they got in Knoxville.
Yeah, well, David Gravel, he's first. Michael Koford, he's second. And Carson Macedo is third.
There you go. Go ahead and take a look. The series is coming back up into Cedar Lake. That's the All-American Real Beer Series. You got the winners there.
Yeah, the winners there were Tim McCready. He's the winner. Night 2 got rained out. Night 3, the winner was Ryan Gustin. The World of Outlaws Real American Beer Series point standings. Bobby Pierce, he's number 1. Nick Hoffman, Ryan Gustin, Tim McCready, and Drake Troutman is 5th. Racing news from the dirt. This segment brought to you by Gene Woods Racing Experience, 450 Fremont Street. Only true indoor drift track. GoKartsLasVegas.com. Make sure you spell karts with a K, just like me. 702-270-8100.
You got him, man. Dirt racing going in Knoxville. Gene went to Knoxville. He went to Knoxville. In fact, I'm going to bring that shirt back in. Great shirt. He told me, he said, man, you want to see our beautiful facility? I mean, just an absolutely gorgeous layout. I mean, the whole track, the grandstands, everything. He said, man, you got to go to Knoxville. You got to go to Knoxville. He said, that's one of the premier the king daddy of dirt tracks. That and Eldora. But he said Knoxville is really, really nice. Let's talk a little high limits. How about it?
Yeah, man. This report's brought to you by Red One Scooters. You need some mobility help? Contact our good friends at Red One Scooters, 702-713-0587 to make your reservation. You need to get around, call Red One.
Series has got a couple of weeks off, returning back to action August 15th at the Thunderbolt Raceway, then the 16th at Placerville Speedway. Got a big thing coming up, the 71st Mike Curb Gold Cup Race Championships presented by NOS Energy Drink. It's going to be a record purse scratch of over $100,000 coming up just about a month away, August 21st to the 23rd. Registration is going on right now. In fact, you got 3 days left if you want to get in on this. So this should be pretty wild. Their traditional split field format and 360 bonuses will continue, with half the field racing on Thursday, the other half will race on Friday, with the big championships on Saturday. All righty. If you don't get in, there's going to be 68 entries marking August 10th. Teams should be prepared to be ready to race for 3 nights there. Brad Sweet up on top of the points with Tyler Courtney and Aaron Rutzel scratch. So that's, man, $100,000. That's $100K, buddy.
They don't race junk for that kind of money. I know that.
That's racing. Go ahead.
This report was brought to you by Red One Scooters. You need some mobility help? Contact our good friends at Red One Scooters, 702-713-0587 to make your reservation. You need to get around. You call Red One.
I need to get down to Florida, man. I need to get down. I need to get down there, and I haven't been to New Smyrna. Haven't been to Ocala for a long time.
I feel the way you and me are talking, that what's going to happen is I'm going to come to Vegas and visit, and you're going to come to Florida and visit, and I'm going to be there, you're going to be here, and we'll be doing the show in the opposite studios. I feel like that's just the way, knowing you and me, that's the way it will go down.
Don't tempt me about loading the truck up.
Don't tempt me about loading the truck up. We might pass each other. Let's just trade places like Freaky or Friday. You know, they got that movie coming out.
Let's take a little IndyCar and F1 news, and then we'll take a quick break and talk some NASCAR, because you've got all the results of what happened at Corn Country and everything else. Well, let's do a little IndyCar news first.
All right, this segment's brought to you by our partners at the Atlanta Motorsports Park. For more information, phone 678-381-8527, AtlantaMotorsportsPark.com. Atlanta's Motorsports Park. It's the country club of motorsports.
IndyCar's back in action, wrapping up the West Coast Swing in Portland this weekend. It's going to be the BitNile.com Grand Prix with Alex Palou picking up his 8th victory last weekend of 2025. The gloves are definitely off with 3 races left in the season. Current point standings, Palou's up on top 590. Patty O'Ward back at 469. Scott Dixon still hanging in there at 392. Kyle Kirkwood at 377 and Christian Lundgaard at 366. F1 action back in a trip from Hungary. Lando Norris, Oscar, George Russell. Oscar still up on top, man, at 284. Lando Norris at 275. Max V squeezing in at 187. Next up for the F1 guys, August 29th through the 31st. Also news that it is confirmed that Max V will race for the Red Bull team in 2026. That is confirmed.
There you go.
So that's what you got going on.
They were wondering. They were talking about it.
Yeah, a lot of people thought, would he flip? He's got a great deal there.
That's why he's not going anywhere.
That's exactly why he's not going there.
This segment brought to you by our partners at the Atlanta Motorsports Park. For more information, phone them up, 678-381-8527, AtlantaMotorsportsPark.com. Atlanta Motorsports Park is the country club of motorsports.
Go ahead and take us to break, my friend.
Hey, I am Scratch with a K down in Daytona Beach, Florida. That is Alan Michaels in the lovely Las Vegas, Nevada at the WCOBM studios. We'll be right back with On Pit Road Racing.
Are you ready for the wildest ride on Fremont Street? The Gene Woods Racing Indoor Go-Kart Track Experience. 450 Fremont Street, suite number 171 on the corner of Las Vegas Boulevard and Fremont Street. Open 7 days a week, noon until midnight. Strap yourself in, pull your safety belts tight, and feel the power and the speed at the Gene Woods Racing Indoor Go-Kart Track Experience, downtown Las Vegas, Fremont Street, 450 Fremont Street, suite number 171, right on the corner of Las Vegas Boulevard and Fremont Street. What are you waiting for? Log on, get your tickets now. It's time to go racing at the Gene Woods Racing Indoor Go-Kart Track Experience, 450 Fremont Street, downtown Las Vegas.
Welcome to my world. Handicapped man down at a charity feed. Great spread this morning. God, it was horrible. But it made what I needed to happen. Then I had these people that stopped and said, "Hey, you want some shoes?" I said, "Yeah, I was going to need to get some anyway. So might as well." And if it really comes to fruition, help them buy more shoes so that we can help more people. Well, I'm not we, but you know what I mean. Hell, might as well. There's nothing wrong with helping someone. You know, it makes for good karma or good energy, whatever it takes.
This is speed. This is winning. This is losing. This is smoke and fire. This is high stakes and wild cards. This is family and tradition. This is everything on the line. This is it. This is NASCAR in Las Vegas. The South Point 400, a NASCAR playoff race, October 10th through 12th. Get your tickets now. LVMS.com.
You can get them tickets right now. Come on out and join us.
You know,
Beyond Garage.
I just realized we're live right now.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, we're always live, but
That's okay.
we're always live. But today we're early.
Yeah, we're early.
We're early live. That means I'll post it and then I'll repost it.
Exactly what we're going to do.
I mean, you know what? We're going to fool somebody up until, somebody's going to watch it. Right now, they're going to be like, what? So I don't know. All right, I didn't know if you knew. I mean, I figured you knew. I should have just shut up and let's keep rolling.
That's okay. It's all right.
I went on Facebook and I was like, what? There I am.
I pushed the wrong button.
That's okay.
It's okay. And we'll have a replay at 3 o'clock this afternoon.
That's right. If you're watching this now, which is now earlier today, we'll see you back here a little later.
And the best thing about it, folks, we're not editing anything. Okay, so I mean,
No,
it's straight across. It's straight across. Yeah.
Yeah, you're getting it just the way it is.
I can't help it. I love my animals. I love my cat Charlie. But this bugger, I'm telling you, Scratch, this morning at 6:10, this cat decides he's going to play big time Euro wrestling, like off the top rope spider splash on the top of my chest.
Nice.
Then I go out. I don't know what's going on. I mean, it's been an early morning. So I go out. I think, what's going on? I thought, oh, he's out of food. He's out of water. I said, man, he ate a whole bowl of food. Drank a whole in the litter. Oh man, he destroyed the litter box. I'm surprised there was anything left in the litter box. So it's 6:30 this morning. I'm scraping, cleaning all this up. I got to mop this. So yeah, I guess I pushed the wrong button, folks. There you go. That's the truth.
So when you're watching this at 3 p.m. Pacific time, 6 p.m. Eastern time, you're actually watching a replay from what we did at 1 o'clock Eastern time and whatever time that is in Vegas.
10 o'clock here in Vegas, going on 11.
Yeah, whatever time that was.
Let's talk some NASCAR updates. Scratch has got all the news and updates from Iowa and what's going on out there. The segment brought to you by our good friends at Las Vegas Motor Speedway, everybody. LVMS.com. NASCAR returns for the round of 8, the South Point 400, October 10th, 11th, and 12th. Be bull ring racing Friday night, and then the Xfinity Saturday, the 11th, and Sunday, the big South Point race for the Cup guys on the 12th. Tickets and more information are available at LVMS.com. Scratch, tell everybody what happened with all the NASCAR trucks and Xfinity and the Cup boys and everybody.
Right on. We're going to start off with your trucks. Here's driver's points. Race 16 of 18 the regular season. You got Corey Heim with 5 wins. He's on top. Chandler Smith is in second. Lane Riggs, he's in third. They both have 2 wins. Daniel Hemrick, Tyler Ankrum, Rajah Caruth, Stuart Friesen, Grant Enfinger. Stuart Friesen, he's the top 7. He's got 1 win. We know what's going on with him right now. Grant Enfinger is 8th. Caden Honeycutt is 9th. And now has taken over the Stuart Friesen machine. So we'll see how that goes. Ty Majeski's in 10th. Outside outside the round of 10 is Jake Garcia. He's 11th. Ben Rhodes is 12th. Gio Regadio is 13th. 14th. Tanner Gray in Xfinity. Some fast facts for you from Iowa. Sam Mayer won the Hy-Vee Perks 250, his 8th career win in his 139th start. This is his first victory in the 13th top 10 finish in 2025. This is his second victory and second top 10 finish in 2 races at Iowa Speedway. Jesse Love, he finished second. He posted his 6th top 5 finish this season and second in the last 3 races. Ross Chastain, he was third, the Watermelon Man. He posted his 3rd top 5 finish in 5 starts this season. Connor Zilic, the next baddest man on the planet. He was the highest finishing rookie, and he leads the point standings by 0 points, it says, over Justin Allgaier. Xfinity Series playoff points after Iowa, race 22 of 33. You got Connor Zilic with 5 wins. He is on top. 30 playoff points. He's tied the regular season championship leader. Justin Allgaier, he's tied for the regular championship leader. He's got 3 wins. He is in second in the playoff points. Third is Sam Mayer, Brandon Jones, Sammy Smith, Jesse Love, Nick Sanchez, Austin Hill, Carson Guapel, Sheldon Creed, Taylor Gray, Harrison Burton. That's your top 12. Currently below the elimination line, Ryan Sieg, Jeff Burton, Kristen Eckes, and Dean Thompson. The Cup Series. William Byron, he won the Iowa Corn 350. powered by ethanol, his 15th victory in 275 Cup races. This is his second victory and his 12th top 10 finish. This is his first victory and second top 10 finish in 2 races at Iowa. Chase Briscoe, he finished second, posted his first top 10 finish in 2 races at Iowa and his 11th top 10 finish in 2025. Brad Keselowski, he was third. He posted his second top 10 finish in 2 races at Iowa. Riley Herbst, 30th, was the highest finishing rookie. William Byron led the points standings by 18 over Chase Elliott. That is the regular season points. Cup Series playoff standings after Iowa, race 23 of 26 in the regular season. Denny Hamlin, he's still on top with 4 wins. You got Kyle Larson in second, Christopher Bell, Shane Van Gisbergen, all each with 3 wins. In 5th place, you have William Byron with 2 wins. And then Chase Elliott, Ryan Blaney, Chase Briscoe, Bubba Wallace, Joey Logano, Ross Chastain, Austin Cindric, Josh Berry. That's the top 13. The rest of those drivers right there got 1 win. Winner drivers without a win. Tyler Reddick is in 14th with Alex Bowman and Chris Buescher, 15th and 16th. Outside of the top 16, Ryan Preece, he is 23 points behind the playoff spot right there. Kyle Busch is 18th. Ty Gibbs is 19th. AJ Allmendinger is 20th.
Those the boys go on in. They're going to have Kyle can't make it on the points. He's going to have to win to get in. He's going to have to, I believe so. NASCAR racing news and notes and updates brought to you by our good friends at Las Vegas Motor Speedway, LVMS.com. Get your tickets now for the big race weekend, the Round of 8 coming up for you in October. LVMS.com, the South Point 400. I had the story. And then I don't know, something happened with whatever, but I just want to know, did you catch anything? Did you see what Dale Jr. did down in Hickory?
I did not catch any of that. That's funny. I usually catch some of these stray things about stuff like that because of TikTok, but no, I didn't catch that.
I'll get the results. It's on another page. But, dude, the biggest paying short track super late models, I mean, they're putting $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 up on the line. Pack the house.
That's a lot.
Pack a house. Get out and see some local show. I'll get all the winners and everything for the full story next week for it. So that's my mistake. But get out and see some local. New Smyrna's got a great track down to where Scratch is out there. Great track, been around for a while. You got the Bull Ring out here. I mean, all over. Just go to, you can go to NASCAR if you want to see stock car racing. Go to NASCAR.com. I think, and I believe it's / or whatever the gig is, and put locals.
And if you go to Citrus County Speedway this weekend, make sure you tell them Scratch is pissed that they didn't have an enduro race so I could come over there and race. I have a lucky rabbit named Foot that needs a ride.
Yeah, rabbit needs a ride. I had to grab me a Red Bull, man.
Yeah,
coffee's wearing off.
Yeah, I hear you. I'm going to go grab me a Red Bull right after this show. I have a 7-Eleven right next door. It's perfect.
I put some things together, and I got a first couple of them. You want to scroll down and pick some things. There's some of the stories are a little long, but there's some really wild stuff going on. With the regular season winding down, Doug Coletta, Top Fuel, Matt Hagan, Funny Car, Matt Hartford, Pro Stock, and Gage Herrera have earned the most points in the Too Fast for Too Tasty Challenge and the NHRA Challenge up to dates. Going to be a bunch of money on the win. They get to the Nationals, $100,000. In the big prize. It's Coletta, Sean Langdon, and Tony Stewart, top 3 in Top Fuel. Matt Hagan, Ron Capps, and Austin Prock in Funny Car. Matt Hartford, Dallas Glenn, and Greg Anderson. I still can't believe the season that Erica Enders is having. The queen of pro stock racing, man. Gage Herrera, Matt Smith, and Richard Gradson in pro stock motorcycles. Here's a little bit of tidbit for you, Scratch. NHRA top racetracks with most of the events. Atlanta and Phoenix have had 40 events. This is through their time. Atlanta and Phoenix have had 40 events. Dallas, Seattle, and Brainerd have had 42. Denver's had 44 events. Englishtown, 48. Las Vegas has actually hosted 53 events. Gainesville at 56, Indy at 69, and the Big King winner obviously is Sonoma. Real quickly, IndyCar rankings for you, Scratch. I mean, it's getting down to the point. Things are switching. Will Power up to 10th. Dave Malakas up to 9th or down to 9th. Christian Rasmussen is up spots, man. He's up into the 8 spots. Kyle Kirkwood down to 7th. He fell. It's getting serious with just a couple of races left with the IndyCar. Marcus Armstrong is down 6 spots. Lundgarden's up 6. Colton Hurt is up 4. Scott Dixon's stayed neutral this week, and so did Award and Pelot. They all stayed neutral. Here's a little update here for you I gave you here. Lewis Hamilton is just definitely not hot. Talk a little bit about that.
Oh, the Lewis Hamilton?
Yeah.
There we go. Lewis Hamilton cut a dejected figure at the end of a qualifying for the Hungarian Grand Prix with the 7-time world champion, dropping out in Q2 before Ferrari teammate Charles Leclerc took the pole position. Hamilton described a big struggle at the Friday's practice sessions at the Hungarian, admitting he was quite far off the pace. And there were signs of encouragement in FP3 when he shadowed Leclerc in 4th position. However, when it came to the all-important qualifying hour, Hamilton could go no further than the second phase, winding up in 12th position and referencing previous struggles when he sighed every time over the radio. Asked by Sky Sports F1 to reflect on his session, a visibly upset Hamilton simply stated, "I'm useless, absolutely useless." Pushed on whether he had any answers with Ferrari working hard to improve the SF25 via recent updates, Hamilton added that the team, they have no problem. You've seen the car, it's on the pole, so they probably need to change the driver. In a separate interview for F1 TV, it was put to Hamilton that his useless self-assessment cannot be the case given his incredible F1 record. But the Briton replied, it clearly is. I drove terribly. It's what it is. He said Hamilton's Q2 exit in Hungary follows on from a Q1 elimination last time out at Belgian Grand Prix, though he managed to recover from a subsequent pit lane finish to finish 7th in the race. The driver of the day, Hamilton, currently stands in 6th spot in the driver's standing with 10 races left in the 2025 season. That's kind of crazy because, 6th spot, he's disappointed in 6th spot. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, you got to give him that.
Yeah, he's a multi-champion. He's a multi-champion of the series.
Yeah, but you don't think of being, hey man, I'm 6th in the points. You don't think that's good in most.
I mean, I don't know. I guess I don't know if he. I mean,
I get it.
The old director of Ferrari Racing thinks he's out. He needs to hang the helmet up. He's done. He's toast. Stick a fork in him. Whatever. I mean, you got these younger kids. Like we were just talking about this Connor Zilic kid coming up, man, in NASCAR. Yep. This kid is young. I mean, he is almost a baby face, and not in reference to wrestling. But, I mean, this kid barely looks like he could actually get a razor. Does he even got any peach fuzz on his face? They're so young.
Yeah, well.
Just real quickly, an update, because they made the switch originally, and I'll let you go on with the story, but originally Christopher Bell was going to fill in for Stuart Friesen, but they changed all that.
Did they change it for Watkins Glen?
Yeah.
Christopher Bell's going to run at Watkins Glen, and then Caden Honeycutt is taking over for the rest of the year for the Stuart Friesen team. And then Stuart Friesen just went home as well. That's another update for you. He went home, and they're glad to have him at home. And they got a long road to go. I'll tell you that. But we're hoping for him. But yeah, Christopher Bell will be in that car for Watkins Glen, and then Caden Honeycutt's going to take it over. Kenny, I think that's good for both of them, that that they're able to get a driver like Caden Honeycutt, and Caden Honeycutt is able to get a ride like that for the rest of the year. So I think
and then something happens. Like I said, we talked about at the beginning of the show. I want to see him win it all. I do.
Yeah.
I want to see him win it all now.
Yeah, I'd like to see.
That'd be a great Cinderella story for the year.
It would be.
Old Stewart really messed himself up too, man. He had surgeries.
Yeah.
Pelvis, compound fracture of the leg.
He's got all kinds of pins and stuff too.
Yeah, I bet.
All kinds of pins and things. He'll
You got
never
the-
go
you
through
got
a
the, uh,
metal
you got the-
detector to see.
You got the news on Austin Hill?
Yeah. NASCAR officials have granted a waiver to Austin Hill. Officials confirmed to NASCAR.com Tuesday night, allowing the number 21 Richard Childress Racing Chevrolet driver to remain eligible for the Xfinity Series playoffs despite missing last weekend's race at Iowa Speedway. Hill, a three-time winner in 2025, was suspended from Saturday's Hy-Vee Perks 250 at Iowa for his actions in the July 26 race at Indianapolis Motor Speedway, where officials viewed Hill's intentional crash of Eric Almirola in the winding laps of the event. Hill was also issued a 5-lap penalty for reckless driving immediately after the incident. I mean, what do you do there? You have to do that. You suspend him. You can't just take him out of the punishment is you're suspended for a race.
Yeah, that's the punishment.
Right. Not you can't compete for the championship now. So you have to do that.
Just to let you know, I mean, I put this article in here. I put this article in here about Fox, Fox and Penske, and not buying that. Well, I don't know. You check it out and see if you've seen any interest in it. I mean, I just think that, Penske's making a good move here, but we'll see. While you're looking at it real quickly, rising Toyota development driver Brent Cruz has announced the formation of his own NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series team, the Brent Cruz Motorsports, which is expected to make its official debut at Watkins Glen International this Friday. They'll run a select few races after that. Backed by Pristine Auction, a primary sponsor, this bold new number 70 Toyota entry into the National Series marks a significant step for the 17-year-old's fast-rising career, which he took a big step forward this season, driving the number 1 Toyota Tundra for Tricon Garage. Brent Cruz has clarified the original team announcement, stating that neither Connor Zillitz nor Jesse Love will be involved with the new team. Both drivers were also put out statements. So apparently, I guess he was either wanting to drive himself or was looking to hire those two. But somehow in a press release, something got out that Connor Zillitz was going to be involved and Jesse Love was going to be involved. But they both came out and said, no, that's not true. But they wish him best of luck. So there you go.
Yep.
And real quickly, before you get that, if you want to talk about this thing with NASCAR and the Fox Corp and all this.
Sure. NASCAR Fox Corp has acquired 1/3 of Penske Entertainment, owner of Auto Racing's IndyCar Series and Indianapolis Motor Speedway. The company said on Thursday the terms of the deal weren't disclosed, but people familiar to the transaction value Fox's investment at around $125 million to $135 million. Penske Entertainment is a unit of Roger Penske's transportation services, the Home Penske Corporation. As part of the agreement, Fox's media rights deal for IndyCar races has been extended for several years. The company said Fox started carrying IndyCar early this year. Ratings have grown significantly from the previous year when Comcast NBC aired it. The deal reflects a trend of recent years of media companies and sports leagues forming alliances beyond traditional rights deals. So that's pretty much how that goes right there. I kind of like this. I guess it's good for Penske, like you said.
Yeah, good for Penske. He's going to get a solid network. He'll get a solid network behind him.
Yeah.
So you can't beat that.
Nope. And if it's growing in popularity, it'd probably just continue to grow if that's the chemistry there.
I like IndyCar racing. I wish they had more circle tracks. I wish they had a few more circle tracks. Like I wish they got, Milwaukee and back to the Milwaukee Mile, which they are.
Right.
They ran it, they'll never run out here, not on the speedway out here after the Dan Weldon thing. They won't run out here.
Right.
I mean, I pretty much have been told by high-ending people at Las Vegas Motor Speedway that it won't happen. Real quickly, Corey Helm will run the 3 NASCAR races in the series this year at Richmond. The announcement was made that he will drive the number 66 for 2311 Racing at Kansas and Nashville, so he'll get another shot at a Cup ride. Also, NASCAR Legacy Motor Group gets a temporary restraining order against Rick Ware Racing. The judge in North Carolina has sided with Legacy Motor Club, granting their request for a temporary restraining order, or TRO, against Rick Ware Racing. The latest development is an ongoing lawsuit between the two NASCAR Cup teams. Legacy claims that they secured the charter from Rick Ware Racing and signed charter purchase agreement back in 2026. Lining Rick Ware Racing is wrongfully trying to back out of the deal. In the midst of all this, Rick Ware is moving to sell the entire race team, $150 million deal. And now, and Rick Ware's involved, and Rick Ware's involved in off-road racing. He's got an NHRA team too.
Yeah.
And here you go. You got the story now for Caden Honeycutt.
Yeah.
I guess I should have moved that up a little bit, but go ahead.
That's okay. I kind of already told you that Caden Honeycutt's going to fill in for Stuart Friesen for the balance of the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series in the 52 Hummer International Toyota Tundra, starting next weekend at the Richmond Raceway. So that's when he's going to take over there. And Friesen got hurt. He's going to recover. It's going to be a long way to go. But they got themselves a driver to fill in the rest of the year, and Caden Honeycutt, like we mentioned a minute ago, got a good ride. So the 52 Toyota is going to complete for both the title, for both the driver and the owner's title, because the truck was already in the playoffs, so they can compete for the owner's championship, and obviously they can compete for the driver's championship because of Caden Honeycutt's position. So great deal, I think. That's one of the good newses of the race week.
Yeah. Watkins Glen, is it going to be an SVG weekend again, man?
Yes.
Think so?
Yes, I do. I don't beat him. You know what I mean? Like, I guarantee you I don't want to guarantee anything, but he's top 2 all day. Connor Zillitz could give him a run. I mean, there's guys out there that could give him a run, but I think this year he's just the guy. And what, people are going to be mad if he runs 4 races and they're all on road course? I don't think he's mad about it. I don't think he's going to be mad about it. You say what you want about him. He's winning 4 NASCAR. There's guys that ain't won 4 NASCAR races in their whole career, and we love them.
Yeah. I mean, he's got, you agree with me, I believe. He's got to learn to work the circle track too. I mean, you could, road course.
I'm going to tell you right now, you better watch out when he does.
Yeah.
When he figures out how to win on a circle track once or twice a year, you're in trouble.
Yeah, he can drive.
I'm just saying, when he figures that out, you're in trouble. I feel like.
Really getting tired of all this AI stuff too.
Yeah.
You
can't ever tell what's right. You gotta really research something nowadays in order to figure out the difference between the BS and the AI, and then the truth.
I was reading some stuff. I was reading some stuff on Bubba Wallace. That Bubba Wallace is, wants the white flag taken out. It's all something that happened, years and years and years ago, in slavery and this and discrimination, and he's wanting to leave as soon as the championship run, he's leaving the country.
I'll tell you right now, he won the Brickyard, and I didn't hear him say any of that stuff after the Brickyard, which would have been a fantastic time to say that, or say anything like that, or even project yourself in that way. And he didn't want to do nothing but grab his baby and celebrate that victory.
Yeah. I mean, just crazy.
I think Bubba gets a bad rap a lot of times. I think he gets a bad rap a lot of times. It's just kind of the way things are these days, I guess. But I like Bubba.
We did. It was when he joined Petty. We were out here in Las Vegas, and we walked up to him. He was sitting on top of one of the rolling toolboxes up there. And he was doing a Facebook Live, and we were doing a Facebook Live. And I just walked up to him and wanted to know if he had a minute or two to talk. So he actually had me set up on it was one of them big rolling toolboxes. And so he's sitting on one side of it, and I'm sitting next to him. And he goes, "Here, man, let's take our phones and go like this."
That's
so we were Facebook Live and off of both of us were Facebook Live and off of each other. It was pretty good. He was really nice.
Yeah, that's neat.
I sort of think things got out of control with Bubba at Talladega with the noose thing and all that.
Yeah.
But
it wasn't. we talked about this back then, but it wasn't a noose, but it looked like one. You can't, you couldn't really. I mean, that was just a mistake. But nobody ever nobody ever remembers the mistake. They just look at the mugshot and remember that you were, you know what I mean? Like they just look at the mugshot and remember you were arrested. They don't realize that, oh, you didn't really do it. And there was a whole thing that happened after that. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, the win,
that type of stuff,
I mean, he needed the win. He needed the win to get in for the run for the championship. He needed the win for his sponsors, for the company. I mean, first, crap's gonna go zinging up against the wall. You know what I mean? Sling the crap in the wall and see what sticks. But they got a court date coming up in December here. Now, this is going to get really tricky.
Yeah, I saw some stuff flipping through TikTok or whatever, where people were saying, that NASCAR let him win because of like dumb stuff, and the biggest thing is, yeah, NASCAR let a team win that's suing them. They were like they
what was it? They were in Vegas.
That team is suing NASCAR.
Yeah, what's the odds on that?
Yeah, that team is suing them, and NASCAR was like, let's let them get a win with Bubba real quick at the Brickyard. Come on, man.
Maybe the lawsuit will go away. Maybe
Some
Michael will open up the checkbook and buy a charter.
Some people are just dumb.
Well, I've always said that. I always knew when they started this thing, it was going to be bad. I just,
Yeah.
Whatever.
Well, yeah, we'll see how it all pans out. I mean, what happens if they lose their charters? Did the teams go away? I don't know that they need to, but
technically, to the point they have lost their charter, so they're racing.
Well, yeah, no, I saw. Yeah, they're listed. Yeah, on the entry list, they're listed as open drivers.
Yeah,
they got but look. Even with them listed as open drivers, they have 40 cars for 40 spots this week. They that's it. Not 41, 40.
Yeah. So everybody's
because Watkins Glen is one of those tracks where extra people come.
Yeah.
To race because of the road course, etc. But come on, man. Let's be smarter, people.
Wonder what happened to our old buddy Boris Said. Remember him?
I love Boris Said.
He was old the road course ringer. Remember Boris
I
Said?
love Boris Said. See, that's okay. So there, you mentioned Boris Said. Now we're gonna go back. People banging on SVG right now, right? Why? Because he's racing in NASCAR full time and winning races on a road course. Because Boris Said used to come in, and I would root on my guy. Back then, Davey Allison, Rusty Wallace, whoever, and I'd root on my guy, but man, Boris Said would come in. You'd be like, man, I'd love to see Boris Said just come out here and steal it, and I'm a NASCAR guy, like I grew up on NASCAR, love NASCAR and all that other stuff. But you know what? Boris Said would come in there and you're like, yeah, I'd like to see Boris Said,
The road course ringers, man.
What about when Marcus Ambrose won? Nobody hated on him.
Yeah.
SVG wins 3 of these things, four road course, whatever, you know what I mean? And everybody's mad at him.
The old days back in Barney
Hall.
You get
him, SPG. You get him.
The old days back in Barney Hall and Eli Golden, those guys from MRM, and they kind of hear the road course ringer Boris Said lining up in the, whatever, 55, Plymouth or whatever, back in whatever he was driving back.
Whatever. Damn, 55. Plymouth.
Whatever.
You just lost.
Well, the number 55.
Everybody.
Sort of, I mean, he drove for teams that he usually drove for a team that sort of like that Beard Motorsports that they only race like 3 or 4 events every year, the 61 team.
Yeah.
And I mean, I think those are the teams that Boris did. They prepared, the road course cars, and that's it. Well, here's our shot. Call Boris.
Yeah.
Call Boris, man.
There was a few of them too. I'm trying to think of a couple of the other ones, but yeah, Boris was my favorite. He didn't give a damn either. He came in there and raced them boys. Yeah, he came in there and raced them boys like he'd been racing with them every day. Like he knows them.
Well, some of them kidding. I saw one interview, man. He pulled some crap on Rusty. Rusty Wallace was actually a pretty good road racer too.
Oh, he was great. Yeah, he was great at it.
Oh man, there's a couple of YouTube videos back in the day, and they're jawing one another when it's there with Rusty's giving him, I'm out here back. I think what the schedule back then was 32, 34 races, not including the All-Star, right? I'm out here sweating and beating and banging. You know how Rusty was. He didn't care. He'd drop a 4-letter word. He didn't care. You want to come out here and pull that crap? Well, you wait till we get to Sonoma. Because Rusty was actually better in Sonoma than he was in Watkins Glen. But that's about it, man. Watkins Glen, we're road racing this weekend.
I love Watkins Glen. Always been my favorite road course.
I like that. I've been to that
when
track.
I play in the video games, I always used to love to race Watkins Glen all the time, man. I like it. I like that track. It's fun.
You got any shows going on or anything this weekend?
Not really. Nothing really this weekend. I was going to go racing Saturday, as previously mentioned, but they're not running the actual enduro race.
You ain't racing. Yeah, you ain't racing this weekend.
So I ain't gonna race this weekend. I'm gonna not race this weekend and relax and probably spend the whole weekend watching Watkins Glen racing.
Okay. All right. Well, that's about it. I mean, I'm actually I'm on vacation next week.
Oh, all right. We're doing the show, though.
Yeah, we're going to do the show. But Diane and I are going to take off. I think we're going to head up to the mountains for a couple of days. Maybe grab a cabin.
Mount Charleston.
Yeah, just get away. I
never went there when I lived there either.
So I don't know. Flights are still pretty cheap. I could just decide Tuesday morning to wake up and go to North Carolina.
Every time I look for that last minute flight to Las Vegas, just because I feel like going, it's still like $300 and something. I got to get a little bit in advance. I've flown there before for about $250 though.
Don't worry about it.
From here.
Between here and next week, call and say, am I working bike week or not? If not, I'm going to Vegas. I'm going to NASCAR in Vegas October that weekend.
If they answer the phone, that would help.
Well, there you go. Leave them a message.
But I said leave them a message. I'm done.
You got 24 hours to call me back. Am I emceeing the show? If not, I'm jumping on a plane. I'm going to see my buddies Alan and Diane in Las Vegas. I'm going to NASCAR weekend.
So you know who I am? Do you know who I am?
No. I've been doing this for you. What? How many years you've been there? What? 3, 4, 5, 10 years you've been doing the shows and emceeing there. And all of a sudden you can't pick are you in business or not? Tell me now. I got an airplane ticket waiting on me. So either tell me I'm emceeing the show or I'm on a plane.
Right.
I'm heading to Hammer and Harry's for $5 margaritas.
Yeah, for sure. That's exactly where I'll be. Camped out there, right at Hammer and Harry's.
Okay, and we'll go in. You can go get in there and get evil, get rude with them or whatever. Then we'll go over to Hennessy's. You can do a set. Sort of remember in Seinfeld, you do a set. Remember that's what you guys call it, a comedy thing. Yeah, I'm going to go to this comedy club. I'm going to do a set here.
That's good.
Set there.
I'm proud of you. You know why? Because people that don't know any better call them skits. Oh, you can add that to your skit. Yeah, no, I don't want your joke in my skit. That's a set, not a skit.
Yeah, it's a set.
Right. Oh, you can add. People tell you that all the time. Oh, you can add that if you want to. No, I didn't hire you as a joke writer. Shut up.
I'm going to tell you how I learned that. I was working in a club south of Columbus, Ohio. It was a dance club. But on Wednesday night, I don't know if do you ever remember a touring thing called the Comedy Caravan? Do you ever remember that?
From out there in Vegas?
No, I mean, it was a touring.
No. In Vegas, they had like a comedy school bus or something like that. I forgot what it was called. But
no, this thing was it was a touring show.
Okay.
The night my daughter was born, and I did because the DJ was the MC. The night my daughter was born, we had Judy Tenunu. Okay. Andrew Dice Clay and Sam Kennison had just done his first HBO special.
Yeah, Dice Clay and Kennison, those were two of my favorites growing up.
And I learned, and because I almost just made the mistake that what you just said about calling them skits. And I heard, I think it was Andrew Dice Clay's roadie manager, tour helper, whatever, say, "Are we adding this to the set tonight?" That's how I learned.
It's a set.
Comedians don't do skits; they do sets.
We don't do skits. We do sets. Unless we do skits.
Yeah,
it's a different thing.
Right. But if you go to a comedy show, then the comedian is usually doing his set.
You're watching me do a set. That's correct.
There you go. All right. Wanted to straighten that out.
Good. Now that all of our race fans know that, act accordingly.
Yeah. And if you're going to heckle the comedians, expect to get it back.
Prepare to be crushed.
Yeah. Yeah. If you're going to sling it, you better get ready to take it because it's coming. Yeah. I've seen comedians. I saw you bash a guy at the Stratosphere one night.
I'm pretty good at it though, but I mean, I like to bust chops. That's kind of, again, what I do when I do the comedy auction at Peanuts. I talk trash about the stuff, and then I banter with the people, because we're doing an auction for one,
right.
And for two, they're saying stuff, I'm saying stuff. So, they get to heckle because it's not, really a comedy show. So I really get to unload on some people sometimes. It's pretty fun. I mean, and when I say unload, it's all in fun. But yeah, you rarely, but when you get somebody that is unruly for the most part, and then you realize that the whole crowd is going to be with you, then you can really open up and say whatever. It just totally crush somebody's soul.
I can't remember what he was ragging on you or chopping on you about, but you gave him plenty of chance. Gave him plenty.
Roasting is something I'm good at. Crowd work is something I'm good at. Those are two things I take a lot of pride in: is roasting and crowd work.
And you know what? The crowd that night too. It was a good show, and the crowd that night too, it just kept waiting for you. Now, I mean, half the crowd was like, "Isn't this man?" I mean, he's already taken like 2 or 3 shots. Isn't he going to bust this guy's chops, man? And then when you did bust his chops, I mean, then you had the whole crowd for the rest of your set right there. I mean,
yeah, that's when it feels good, because that's when you can really start bagging on somebody. You know what I mean? Like, you're like, okay, they hate him too. This ought to be fun.
Yeah. Yeah, they're even tired of putting up with this guy's crap. You know what I mean?
Right. When you get that, you can say anything at that point.
I like it. Hey, listen, we'll be back at you next week. We'll have all the updates from all the updates. I want to get all the results from Knoxville because that's a big paying thing. We'll get all that together, and I'll get all the winners. I added on the page. That was my fault because that Dale Earnhardt, that junior story at Hickory Motor Speedway, man, a lot of money. He put a lot of his own money up on that thing. So we'll get the winners on that, get you caught up. Watkins Glen this weekend. And Watkins Glen this weekend for actually 4 series. ARCA's running there. The trucks are running there. Xfinity and Cup.
It's exciting.
Shoot, man, that's a place to be. Anything else you want to think? Where can they find you social media wise? Tell them. Book you for a show.
Go to one of my 2 websites, comedyfromscratch.com. Make sure you spell scratch with a K, or nutshackentertainment.com. And you can find everything you need right there, or Facebook, Comedy from Scratch, etc. Blah, blah, blah. You could have came and watched me at Citrus County Speedway this weekend, but we ain't going to be doing that. So, but we are going to look into this 24-hour of lemons in Atlanta. I like that idea. I'm going to look a little more into that.
I'm going to be up at the Houston station this on Friday and Saturday at the Gene Woods Racing Experience. Come on down, see me there from noon to 6. Come on in. Don't forget to go to the website, gokartslasvegas.com. Man, just take a picture of that $5 off. We can take $5 off. You go from $30 to $25. 15 laps around our 12,000 square foot indoor drift track here. So come on down and see me. Come in and see the Hall of Fame. The motorcycles are there. Gene's got the bikes, all the trophies, the hot shoes. I don't think you've been here since we put the stadium truck. He's got the stadium, the Lucas Oil truck coming out of the wall. Looks like it's coming at you. Pretty cool.
Really? No, yeah. I haven't seen that.
Yeah. So I'll be here all weekend long. Then we'll be on vacation next week. We'll still take our show here on Thursdays. Anything else for you?
I feel like I'm going to go on vacation next week too, and do this show with you.
Okay.
I do have the karaoke bowl on Sunday, man. We got about 3 weeks left on that. The best singer gets $100, and then on August 31st, we're doing the karaoke bowl. So karaoke bowl season has 3 more weeks left, and leading up to our finals. So you can get $100 every Sunday for being the best singer. And then on August 31st, 12 winners will compete for $400, and that will be our karaoke bowl 2. And
Okay.
we do that leading up to football season every year. So we got about 3 more weeks of that. So anybody in the area that thinks they can sing, come try to get $100 from me, and we'll get you in the finals.
Catch you next Thursday, 3 p.m. here in the West Coast, 6 p.m. on the East Coast. We're calling for John. Wrapping it up for this week. Show number 24 here on Pit Road Racing, season number 15 from the WCOBM studios in Las Vegas. Alan Michaels from the Nutshot Studios in Daytona Beach, Florida. Scratch with a K. Have yourself a great racing weekend, whether it's NASCAR, open wheel, dirt racing. Enjoy. Kick back, relax. Have a good weekend. John, take us home, will you, buddy?
Thanks for joining us for On Pit Road Racing. Follow us on our website, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at On Pit Road Racing. On Pit Road Racing is written and produced by WCOBN TV. I'm John the Announcer for On Pit Road Racing.